Hello, welcome in. I hope everyone's been having a good day. I'm very sleepy today. Has it been a day? It really has been a day. Quite warm, but it's very windy outside. I hope that doesn't cause any problems, because I have to have my door open. I guess I'll get up and shut it if it gets too cold. Oh. Mostly being awake and doing dishes and recovering from drinking. Luckily, I do still have the benefit of not having terrible hangovers. I've never had a particularly terrible hangover, but I have had a hangover before, and I try to avoid them. They're not fun. Thanks for the nice. Hangovers are like a slightly more greasy feeling migraine. I don't like them. Welcome in, Minnie. I'm very sleepy. Sleepy kind of day. Actually, I slept pretty well last night. I don't know if I did have a weird dream. I don't actually really remember what I was dreaming about. I think there was some kind of mafia involved? I don't remember. I think I was running from the mafia. I think that was what my dream was about. Except it was like... No. It was like... Hold on. It was like if the mafia were run by Willy Wonka. I think that was more or less what it was. But that was the idea. It was very strange. I have no idea why that had come up. Yeah, my dreams get strange sometimes. Pretty sleepy today. I've been sleepy a lot lately. I even spoke to my doctor about it, and they did some tests and then said they don't know why it is. Apparently, no one knows why I'm so tired all the time. Eats my doctor? I mean, you can try. You can try. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I don't know how long we're gonna go for today. I need to get some tomestones. Both Moogle and otherwise. But we'll see. He's talking about how walking outside will cure everything. God, it's the number of times I've heard that line. Yeah, there's a certain mindset from I see for a lot of people who seem to think that like getting out more is the solution to all disabilities. Like, will it sometimes help? Maybe. But not gonna fix everything. I've literally been told that going for a walk will fix my ADHD several times. Walks are nice. Oh, they can be nice. I don't really like walks a lot of the time. I get bored very easily. And there's not really much around where I live. You told your dad to go out more and exercise after he pulled a muscle in his leg? You're going for a walk help your depression, maybe, but you know what makes it worse? Anxiety, and also the sun's a deadly laser. Yes, the sun is a deadly laser. See, my issue is I tend not to get outside much, or like go for walks and stuff, because I get very bored very easily. Because ADHD. And there's nothing here where I live. Going for a walk just entails like walking down an empty road next to a field for an hour. It's not interesting. It's not stimulating. If I had like a forest around, that would be fun. I like walking through forests. But I don't really see the appeal in walking in a straight line down a single road that's next to a field. Some nice forest paths around here? Hells yeah. A good forest walk would be nice, actually. Yeah, I remember you saying about that. And completely understandable. I mean, I've had people throw slurs at me when I've been out walking around places. It happens. But it's just kind of like it's the price you pay for living while being visibly LGBT, right? It sucks. I hate it. I had a point I was going to make on top of that, but then my brain just blanked out, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh well. That's how it is. I got a new mouse yesterday. My computer mouse broke right before stream on Monday. But I got a new one. It's so much nicer. I actually spent more money on it. Not a lot, but please don't steal my blow high. You had your chance. You were allowed to steal my blow high on Monday. You're not allowed today. Yeah, my old mouse was I needed a keyboard to I think it was for my PS4 at the time. I needed a keyboard so I could play FF14 on my PS4. So I bought a really cheap keyboard. USB keyboard, and it came with a little USB mouse. It was like £5. It was really cheap. Because I didn't really care about the quality of the keyboard. I just wanted to be able to use something, right? And it came with this really cheap mouse. And it actually was alright, and I needed a mouse for my computer, so I ended up using it. But it's been kind of slowly dying up for a while now. Like, the middle mouse button hasn't worked in forever. And on Monday, it was like, I tried moving my mouse, and nothing happened, and then I checked underneath it, and the laser just wasn't lighting up. There was no laser on the bottom of my mouse. It just died. Yeah, my current keyboard is something around there, yeah, but I ended up spending like about £20 on a mouse, so not like super expensive. It wasn't like a really expensive one, but it was like a decent quality mouse. It wasn't a wireless one or anything, because I don't like wireless mice because they run out of battery. So I just got this little wired mouse. But it feels so much nicer. Use a trackball mouse? Yeah, you said a few times, use a trackball mouse. Whereas I now have a nice little mouse that I have, and it makes a nice satisfying click noise, and it's really nice. I like it. So I have a working mouse now. It's another frustrating cost, right? I'm constantly having to put money towards replacing my stuff that breaks. Click on yours is pretty good, but you don't hear it through the headphones? Yeah, I can just hear it through mine. But also it's just nice, and it's got some nice, satisfying tactile feel to it, which is nice. Yeah, I do need at some point to somehow grab an iPhone, because I need it for tracking. I have one on my throne, but I'm a little worried at this point because I haven't updated my graphics drivers since February, because when I upgraded them, it broke my tracking. And I've been trying to save up, but I keep having to buy little things that puts dents in it. That's how it is, I guess. I can't afford a Switch 2 either. I haven't been able to afford that yet. Is this the forever issue with saving? Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to replace my USB hub too, because that's not working properly either. Heck. My brain just went blank. I'm very sleepy. Let's do some sleepy Final Fantasy. Why not? Let me hop over to the videos again and we can do some sleepy Final Fantasy time. It's another issue, another fantasy within Final Fantasy XIV, being able to save money. Yeah. Being a homeowner, being able to save money. Being able to punch gods. Hells yeah. Alright. Let's hop over to the videos game. Hello! We're in the video game now. Alright. Hello! I gotta do some roulette stuff. Because I need tomestones. Currently, I am very behind on my gear, and it is starting to be a problem for my static, so I need gear. And for that, I need tomestones, but I only have 19, and I need several thousand. You see, we have a volunteer. Alright, let's see. It's 40, 15, none, 20, 15, 50. These two are 50, but I don't like doing them. So, let's start with expert roulette, why not? What tank do I want to be? I'm gonna be Dark Knight. I like Dark Knight. Is it really volunteering when you've been sitting there for an hour? Yes, you've just been queuing. That's the secret. You've just been queuing. Alright. What dungeon are we getting? One of two, right? It's always one of two in expert roulette, right? Right? Yes. It's this one. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go fast. We gotta go fast. Game audio is pretty loud. Give me 1 second and I will turn it down. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me just do that. How's that? Is that a little better? It's pretty easy for me to tweak game audio now. I've got a whole setup that lets me do that. So hopefully that's a little bit better. It's good now? Excellent. I used to just record my desktop audio, and that was how I did most of my sound, and it made it difficult to like tweak stuff like that. That's not how I do it anymore. Wow, I am not playing well. Alright, boss time. Blackest Night, yeah, I have not been using it. I've not been playing well. I'm a little out of it today. There we go, that's better. There we go. Get back into the swing of it. Gotta kill all these little things. They're not hard. They don't have a lot of health. Almost got it. One, and a step. This is simple. Don't care about these. The boss is not too hard. It's pretty easy. Now it's time for Resident Evil. Because why not? Every MMORPG needs a Resident Evil level, apparently. Just one? Yeah, just one. Just one Resident Evil level as a treat. For expansion? No, just one. Just one at some point. Any more is a bonus. I think it's actually funnier if there's just the one Resident Evil level, because it's so out of nowhere. Used Hawk Manor to shoot for Resident Evil 1 inspired screenshot, does that count? It's close. It's like honorary Resident Evil level. Hawk Manor is kind of close to the haunted house archetype. It's not quite Resident Evil, but it's close. Resident Evil 1 was a haunted house, kinda. Yeah, exactly, kinda. It's not really a haunted house if it's not actual ghosts, it's just zombies. I'm not sure it really counts. But what do I know? Haunted by the spirit of unethical human experiments? Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense then. Could I do a silly? Could I do something silly? I could do something silly. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe if this mechanic comes around again, I'll do something silly. But I don't think we'll get the mechanic again, so oh well. I was going to stand in the middle and use my invuln. That's what I was thinking of doing. So I didn't have to care about that mechanic. But it's not a particularly hard mechanic. Christmas is more Halloween than Halloween because we're all haunted by Christmas spirit. You're completely correct. Yeah, we killed him. Halloween's a weird holiday. Because it's like... It's a very weird holiday here. Because it's definitely like influenced by the American version of the holiday. But it's also distinctly different from the American version of the holiday. That's kind of weird. See, my understanding is that, like, people just tend to, like, my understanding from about Halloween in America, do tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't have a lot of, like, personal experience with this, exactly, is that people just kind of dress up in costumes. It's not really relevant to, like, anything. Just dress up with something. That's not really a thing here. Like, you won't find someone at Halloween dressed as Superman. That's not how Halloween works here. Just costumes and have fun? Yeah, that's my understanding. But like here, it has to be a somewhat spooky costume. And you also will very rarely see adults dressing up. Mostly for kids. Sometimes you will. But it's not as common. And usually not unless there's some kind of party involved. And those are less common too. I have a friend who, Alice don't hear him much either? Fair enough. I have a friend who, when I was at school, who threw the best Halloween parties. They were like an absolute highlight of the year. Let me just explain one of these Halloween parties. He had like a whole intro sequence for whenever anyone rang his doorbell. So let me just set the scene, right? It's a kind of suburban house. Very dark out, it's like the middle of the night. And there's like the garden is like dressed up with like little lights and like gravestones, like plastic gravestones and like skeletons and things. It's pretty festive. And then someone like comes up to the house and knocks on the door. And as they do, nobody answers the door at first, but instead, music begins to play, and fog fills the porch. This is like a little entryway. And fog fills it, and then paddling a gondola through the porch entryway, this guy walks in dressed as the Phantom of the Opera. Like, on a gondola, with, like, fog filling the room, opens the door, invites people through. There's, like, a curtain that's, like, blocking the view into the house proper. That pulls back by itself, and, he pulls people through, and then as the music starts to swell, begins, like, gesturing around, and, like, skeletons pop up. People in prosthetic zombie costumes appear and start, like, moaning at stuff. It was incredibly over-the-top production. He was just really into Halloween. It's great. I miss those Halloween parties, honestly. They were a lot of fun. I remember we were just complete dorks. I remember one time someone turned up to one dressed as the Pope for some reason. And We had, like, throughout the evening, we had, like... Sure. We had, like, the music player set on shuffle. And occasionally it would just play, like, the, like, victory fanfare from the end of A New Hope. And whenever that came on, the like, shuffle, the, like, music box, everyone would literally just stand up and salute. No matter what they were doing. It was a very weird time. You're so lucky I like you didn't pull you in the hole for that move. Look, it worked. It worked out fine. It just sounded like a fun Halloween party setup. Yeah, it was great. I don't really celebrate Halloween very much lately, which I know is like a crime. But there's no one like near where I live to celebrate with. When I used to like live with people, we would like celebrate Halloween by like each picking a scary movie, and then we'd I think we had it set up to like we'd have like Jello shots, and we'd take those. Whatever anyone did, either did something stupid in a horror movie, or like there was like a dramatic close-up of someone's face or something. I think we stopped after the first horror movie because everyone was too drunk to continue safely. Good times. I kind of miss stuff like that. Yeah, well, exactly. We got through one movie and it ran out of Jello shots because everyone was taking them too much. Alright, what do we need? Guess leveling. We can do leveling. It was a fun time. Oh? Cat book! You're correct! Cat book. I am ready to withdraw for when this DPS doesn't turn out. Ah, we got through. Never mind. I'll go get my cat book after this, if I remember. Huh. This onion.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me. Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
Right, it's just this bowl, I remember. Just these two for this first one. There we go. That dungeon was so cool the first time I went through it. Like, it's a cool dungeon just generally, but it was such a cool experience going through this for the first time. I have a lot of thoughts about Dawn Trail. And I'm not Dawn Trail's biggest defender, let's put it that way. But Endwalker, on the other hand, I absolutely adored Endwalker. Some of its, like, endgame content wasn't great. It was fine. It was very fine, but there was a lot of odd choices for Endwalker's endgame content. But the main story was so good. You do defend it more than me, yeah. There we go. We did enough damage. It's not to say you don't have issues, just more defend. Yeah, exactly. We've talked about Dawn Trail a lot, you and I. I have thoughts about it, but I don't want to go into it because I'll just end up being negative and ranting about it. I don't hate Dawn Trail, but it is my least favorite expansion, including A Realm Reborn, and that is a lot, saying a lot. At least story-wise. Like, it's not... Don't get me wrong, Dawn Trail is not bad. But it is the only storyline in FF14 throughout its entire run that I have become uninvested in the story. Even A Realm Reborn I got invested in. Despite what people say, A Realm Reborn story is not terrible, it just drags a little bit.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Welcome in, Jen! How are you doing? How is your donathon going? How was your stream? What were you up to? Tell me your stories. I wish to hear them. Donathon's gone pretty well. Just relax and stream Planet Coaster. That sounds awesome. Honestly, sometimes a nice chill stream is cool like that. We're just doing some Final Fantasy XIV here. Oops. Messed up. I am a Lalafell in this, so I'm very small. I'm glad your donathon's going well. I'm sorry I haven't been able to drop into any more of your streams. They keep happening at times when I'm busy, unfortunately. But I'm glad it's going well.
Follow the flow of ether. It will
Everyone
guide
who's
you.
here should go follow Jen. Jen is lovely. And if you've got to go and like do some post-stream craft, please do. Thank you for sending people over. I appreciate it. So you're trying to raise money to move to Canada, is that right? We're gonna have a nappy, but you're gonna look? Fair enough. Yeah, go have a nap. Go get some sleeps. Deserve it. It's a lot of money, but if you go to the place where you'll have the goal. Awesome! That's awesome. I hope you do hit it, because that would be really good for you. Hey Minty! Good to see you. I shouldn't have put that there. I really would, yeah. I really hope you do hit it. Hard to explain exactly how much it has changed your life for the better? No, believe me, I got it. Honestly, I've been looking at moving to Canada, but it's difficult. There's a lot of barriers in the way stopping me right now. I need to look at see if Canada is actually the right option for me. It's a little bit more difficult being a little bit further away. Roommate? Roommates in the historical sense? No. No. I love that phrase, roommates in the historical sense. It's one of my favorite phrases. Anytime I'll look into that like more seriously. Hope I can have a home somewhere too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope so too. Aww. Thank you. Hope you have the meeting to you're looking at some EP. Go get yourself some EP. Good EPs are important. It's important to make sure you rest properly. And that goes for everyone in the chat. Okay, which side are we on? No? What do you mean no? Ah, it's the unlucky layout. That's unfortunate. What do you mean no, anyway? It's what happens with the other day, because I don't care about that, because they gave you a gun? Hell yeah! You got machinist! You refuse to sleep right? I will fight you. I will fight you. I hope you enjoy Heavenswood, by the way. Heavenswood is a great experience. I'll lose, I know, but I will still fight you. Pew pew, shooty shoot, yeah. I need to start to level Machinist up. Machinist's a lot of fun. Did you know that when you level Machinist high enough, you get a flamethrower? They give you a flamethrower! I don't play Machinist enough. I need to play Machinist more. It's a fun one. Yeah, I hope you enjoy Heavenswood because it is a really good experience. It's one of the better expansions in the game. Which is saying a lot because all the expansions are good. You think of it to get used to long range because your main is monk? Ah, yeah, that will do it. That will take a little bit of getting used to. Ranged classes are interesting, honestly. They tend to have lower damage than the other classes. They got some of the lowest damage in the game. But they're also the most flexible, because you don't tend to have cast bars for them, like casters. And you don't tend to, like... You don't have, like... Yeah, you don't really have, like, restrictions on positionals and things either. You pick one. Monk, your brain was like, if you get on my nerves, I'm punching you in the teeth. Hells yeah. You get it. You get the monk fantasy. That's the monk job fantasy right there. I started this game on Bard, which, so I was pretty used to the range classes right away. But it did, Bard was a weird one to start with, honestly, because I didn't really have anyone to teach me the game. So I was just learning based on what I had to do for the game, and it taught me some weird things. Because unlike most classes, Bard doesn't have a 1-2-3 combo. There's a little man I want to punch in the teeth, but I didn't get a chance because it split like a hamburger bun. Yeah, I know who you mean. Good old Talenchi Adalechi. Alright.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far.
I'm not going to worry too much about spoilers. This is a very spoilery dungeon, but it also, without any context, will make absolutely no sense.
You will persist in this folly no longer.
Yeah, I started on Bard, and it taught me some very weird things. Oh, the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower is great. But yeah, Bard taught me some weird stuff, because like it's one of the only classes that doesn't have a 1-2-3 combo. Even most ranged classes do that. So I never really learned the concept of a global cooldown. Because it doesn't really have the like global cooldown you want to keep rolling. I mean it does, but like it's just the one attack, so I just kind of assumed everything was separate. For a long time. Bard's a fun one though. You don't know what the gauge does for Machinist? The gauge used to be a lot more complicated on Machinist. Mainly it just lets you use a particular attack. But you used to have to like load bullets into the gun. It was very cool. Oh, I should not stand there. Yeah, the gauge starts indicating when you can do your best. Yeah. I still remember when it had like the whole like, you had like a reload and then like quick reload, and they were like two separate abilities. And like one took a while but reloaded like I think it was 4 bullets, and then one just reloaded 1 bullet. And you couldn't use a bunch of your abilities unless you had bullets. It was very strange. They changed that up with Shadowbringers, if I remember right. But it's been kind of how it is now for a while. They've changed up a lot of the classes, honestly. But most of them haven't had the big overhauls like Machinist did back then. Do the shoot, yeah! Hello, welcome in! We're just doing some roulettes. I should be safe there. Yeah. This side? Yeah, I need tomestones. I'm starting to cause problems to my static because my gear is behind. You haven't really played 14 in a month or so? Honestly, that's totally fine. During Shadowbringers, I had like a 6-month like off period. Oh, it dropped. Wait, I do have that minion. I thought I didn't have that minion. Well, okay, never mind then. I thought I didn't have it. Oh well. Well, I guess I do have it. Okay. I thought I didn't have that minion. What do you have there? A gun! No! It's also how I feel about Ninja a little bit. Hold on. Let me see what you have! A knife! No! I kinda wanna play Machinist now. Oh yeah, you do get like an action movie shotgun. Hold on, I gotta show off some of the stuff you get in Machinist now. Yes, thank you for reminding me about the cat book. We're gonna go show off Machinist a little bit because it's fun. Action movie shotgun is the regular AOE, isn't it? Yeah. I just got a shotgun. I love that I just get a shotgun. You do get a saw blade, yes. Which one's the saw blade? I thought it was chainsaw that was the saw blade. Or is that the... See that meme about Lala's? It's like, Lala players talking about their Lala fight. I love this on Potato Chad. Lala first playing there. And you have 3 feet of concentrated bastard. You are correct. You are correct. And you have 3 feet of concentrated bastard. Optimal DPS rotation is spam shotgun. This statement may be inaccurate. Correct. Anyway, Machinist is fun. Oh wait, let me summon my robot, because that's a thing I can do.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Thank you for the follow. You're an accomplice to my crimes. Congratulations. Anyway, I got to summon a robot that's like 3 times my height. I love this game. It's so over the top. Go! Do a crime! Yes. I will do crime. I love crime. Crime is great. I love doing crime. I love that I could just make my gun shoot fire. Oh, I saw a video the other day about this, actually. You got a dip for a bit? No worries. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope to see you around again sometime. So, okay. I saw a video the other day, which is really funny. It was basically analyzing the idea. Does flamethrower, the Machinist move flamethrower, count as doing something for the purposes of pyretic, acceleration bomb, and deep freeze? So, for those who don't know, deep freeze is an effect that some bosses have where if you are doing anything, when it goes off, you will get frozen. Oh, sorry, no, if you're not doing anything when it goes off, you will get frozen. Sorry, I got that wrong. Pyretic is the opposite. If you do anything while it's active, then you take damage. And similarly, acceleration bomb will blow you up if you're doing anything while it takes damage. While it goes off. So, Does flamethrower count as doing something for the purposes of those mechanics? The answer is no, it doesn't. You can be using flamethrower and will get hit by deep freeze and not get hit by acceleration bomb and hieratic. Which is also extremely funny, because if you get hit by deep freeze while using flamethrower, something really silly happens. You get frozen, but the fire coming out of your gun doesn't stop. It doesn't do any damage anymore, but you just are frozen solid, and your gun is just shooting fire directly in front of you. It doesn't swing side to side anymore either. You just get a straight line burst of fire that is completely visual and does nothing. Freeze requires you to move, not just be doing something. Yeah, true. But yes, you can get frozen while using flamethrower, which is incredibly funny. Alright. I kind of want to play Machinist now. I want to play Machinist a little bit, but I can't because I won't get tomes for that. Dang it! Okay, well, I'm not going to play Machinist then. I guess we'll do Alliance raids. Once I have picked up my cat book. Once I have picked up my cat book. I need to pick up my cat book. I remembered, just. Let me go pick up my cat book while this ad goes off. Cat book! Yeah, cat book. I'm gonna go pick up my cat book. Come, tiny crying cat. Give me a book. Thank you. Actually, let me check something. Aha! Hold on. I didn't miss it this time. I've missed my gold saucer ticket for like 5 weeks running. I didn't miss it. I remembered. Okay, I'm gonna go do my mini cact pot, and then I'll do my big cact pot. There's a little strategy you can use for the mini cact pot, and it's very simple. You make a little Y shape like this. And that will give you a 100% guarantee of finding a 1, 2, 3 combo if one exists. If one doesn't, it will find you a guaranteed 7, 8, 9 combo if one exists. See, that would have been a 7, 8, 9, but unfortunately I went for the 1, 2, 3. It's always optimal to go for 1, 2, 3. See, no 1, 2, 3 can exist here, but if a 7, 8, 9 exists, it's here. Sadly, it didn't. So you do it, you make a little Y shape, and that gives you the best guarantee of finding anything in the little cat pot. Wait, it's you I need to talk to. Consolation prize. Consolation prize. And consolation prize. I do like the detail here that the little, like, image of the ticket in the background does actually reflect the numbers you have on your ticket. It's in Eorzean numbering. I usually just pick 3 random numbers and go with those. Alright. With that in mind, I think it is time to queue. Alliance raids. See what alliance raid we get. I'd kind of like to do one of the Shadowbringers ones again. Those are fun. I like the Shadowbringers ones. They're probably my favorite alliance raids in the game. The Stormblood ones are fun. The Endwalker ones are fun. But I think the Shadowbringers ones are my favorites. Although I do like the second Endwalker one. If only for the... Look, it's got hot women in it. Hot, large women. And you all know how much I am down for some very hot large women. I do love me some very large women. Although the third Endwalker raid does let me get stepped on by a large woman. Shadowbringers ones are really good and the Endwalker ones are good for gay people. Yes, correct. The last Endwalker one, it lets me get stepped on by a large woman. It does a lot of damage to me. There's a hot armor woman and I'm here for hot armor woman? Correct. And I'm pretty sure she's in a relationship with Hatsune Miku. Those who have done the raid will know what I mean. You should learn how to play Mahjong. I didn't know how to do it once. And I tried playing some Mahjong. No one ever got the reference when you did it, made you sad? Yeah, because you used to go into that fight and go, Hatsune Miku, is that you? And then nobody would ever respond to, are you asking for death from Hatsune Miku? Where's the Mahjong table? It's down here, isn't it? You still do? Yeah. It's here, right? It's you will never let a bit die no matter how much people hate it. Valid. Totally valid. Commitment to the bit, I think that's called. Commitment to the bit. Here we go. This is the Mahjong. I wasn't very good at Mahjong. I used to know how to play it. I don't remember. It's pretty complicated if I remember right. So I know there's also different rule sets for Mahjong too. This is the rule set called Rishi Mahjong, if I remember right. Yeah, this is the rules. That's right, you got the number tiles and the honor tiles. Right, yeah, you gotta you get pairs and triplets and yeah, I used to remember how to play it. I don't anymore. It's not kind of funny that there was a manga about Mahjong. They did a little crossover spin-off with FF14 where a bunch of the characters signed up to play FF14 and ended up just playing Mahjong. It was very cute. And they got it so... Hey, it's one of the Neo ones. One of the Shadowbringers ones. Awesome. There was a whole bit where one of them was talking about all the things they could do in this game, and one of the things they liked to do was jump off tall buildings and see how many times they could spin around. And the accuracy hurt my soul. That was the crossover with Saki, if I remember right. Honestly, this one's probably my... Is it you only make jokes like that if you're a player of the game? Yeah, there was a whole, plot point across several chapters of that spin-off about the upcoming fight with Retarded and everyone joking at the noobs about how hard it was. It's perfect. It was actually perfect. read the I read that spin-off manga after like watching the anime of that show, that show is strange. That show slash manga is very strange. It's basically just like a sports anime where they deal with like a mahjong tournament, but they all have superpowers. And they're all mahjong related superpowers that nobody ever comments on. Like, I think one of them literally has, like, invisibility. One of them can, like, turn back time. One of them can see the future. It's like, it's genuine, like, superpowers that they only ever use for mahjong.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Thank you for the raid, Cherry Bomb. Welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. What were you up to? Side striking. Welcome in, folks. My name is Prolo. I am a Moon Fairy VTuber. Yeah, we love women and we love crime. We're just doing some roulettes in FFXIV today. It's been a while since I've done this dungeon actually. Real? Hells yeah. Oh, I was not paying attention to the spinny things. What were you up to, Carry Bomb? What was your stream? I hope you had a good one. Thank you for bringing people over. If you've gotta like run and go take care of yourself with your various post-stream care, please go ahead. But thank you for bringing folks over. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic stream. You're here, I swear. Oh good, don't worry. I hope you had a fantastic stream. What were you doing? Tell me your stories. Curious. Quick birthday stream playing some Overwatch 2. Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday! I hope you had a fantastic day. And I hope Overwatch 2 has treated you well. I apologize if I'm kind of stilted on my conversation. I'm trying to focus on mechanics at the same time. It's been a while since I've done this raid. But I hope you've had a great day. And again, if you gotta go like get some rest, get a snack, get a drink, do whatever you gotta do, please do. Otherwise, you are welcome to hang around or lurk or whatever. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community and bringing folks over. I appreciate it a lot. Alright. This raid was so cool. It is cool. It's probably not... Please don't eat the raiders. We like them. Shouldn't have trusted her. Well, honestly understandable. I do crime. Unspecified crime. I am legally obligated to say that I don't do crime. I don't do crime at all. No crime here. I also miss this raid set from when it was current. This raid set was a lot of fun. I'm sure a few people could consistently tank these back in the day. A lot of people were struggling. I mean, they were hard to do. I just am good at tank. And you remember all wiping on the first boss? Yeah. These are a hard set of raids to tank because there's a lot of movement involved. And a lot of people struggled with it. It took me a while to learn them, but I did this one and the other two so much. This one in particular I did so much of that I just have it ingrained in my head, in my brain. I just haven't done it in a while, so it takes a little bit of memorizing. Like re-remembering the muscle memory for it. Shaking off the rust, as it were. I should play Nier Automata again. That game was awesome. One of the few games to make me, like, seriously cry. Here you are able to do it in your sleep. You know that I can't remember things. Oh, we've got the oil one. Okay, cool. We gotta wait for the robot. You know, that's your job? Yeah. I just don't remember things. I do love that the Lalafell is so small that when I put my sword against the floor like that, it goes like a full foot into the ground. Hey, robot. No, no, target the robot. There we go. There we go. We're targeting the robot. Okay. Oh, right, we got the box. The box mechanic, I remember this. Now this is my job. Grab these tethers. There we go. Nice and simple. What is next? Flamethrowers? Flamethrowers, okay. Oh, that's the outside. We just go in the middle. Nice. It's been a bit since I've done this, and I'm trying to like remember this on the fly. It's been a bit, but I did also tank this one so much that it's very ingrained in me. I know I said that a lot. Okay, this one is easier than I remember it being. Right, I remember why I had so much trouble with this one initially, and it's partly because there was a setting in this game that whenever you target an enemy, it locks the camera like this, and that severely limits my mobility, but it did it automatically whenever I targeted anything. Should be good here. So it locks it really severely limits my mobility, but I didn't know how to turn it off. And I wouldn't let me, it means I can't turn my camera around either, which makes mechanics like that really difficult when I'm trying to target the boss. But now I've worked out that I could just turn that off, so I could just point the camera the other way. It makes bosses like this so much easier. You remember me doing the burbs? Yeah. That was a thing. It's an easy one. That was E7? E7 I think? No, E8. E8 was burbs. No. No, it was E7. It was E7. E8 was, Viva. That one's still rough? Yeah, but it's a lot easier when I know how to turn the camera around. Not gonna lie. Alright. Almost got him, this one. Almost there. Alright, we got the box again. I think we won't get to see it though. Yeah, there it goes. Whee! Alright. I still love the 2P, his character here. It's just the palette swap 2B. But she was named 2P because she was the alt costume in Soul Calibur. And people just casually started referring to her as 2P because it was funny to name like the two-player, the second player. Probably shouldn't type in this chat and try to support. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, she was like the second player color palette. Which is why she was called 2P, and then they just canonized it! And I kinda love that. Remember, I can't go in that quickly. Oh right, I'm on a level 80. That's why I don't have that. I forgot I'm on a level 80. Tanks down. But now we've got the flank unit. Trying to beat up a twink? Yeah! Ow. No, he isn't in this one, he just hacked this one. The twink's the final boss. Still a little too close. I got greedy. The greed! I greeted. Alright. Now we gotta beat up Karl Marx. Is it Karl Marx? No. Is it Marx or is it Engels? I don't remember. I don't remember which one we beat up next. It's either Marx or Engels. Because Nia has no subtlety. I think it's Engels. Marx is a different thing, isn't it? Yoko Taro really said, I know writers who use subtlety and they're all cowards. Yeah, it's Engels. Yeah, right. Right, Marx is like the like door blade. That's right. Thought that was Tank Buster. Okay. Right, it's the tracking missiles. I remember the mechanics, I just don't remember what order they're in. For the most part. Fuse laser is this. It's forward, I think. It's forward and in. Oh, right. I forgot about this. There's C, so this is mine. Or keep these apart. Wait, what? Wait, did I get that wrong? I thought C was that one. I must have got that wrong. Oh well. I've been a bit. Right. I got confused because my camera was spun around. I spun my camera around and did left, right, left, middle, right. Okay, I got that wrong. That was my bad. In my defense, very sleepy. I know left from right. Someone in the chat said, "Hey, they added a wall so that we can max distance it." And so I was like, "Wait, really?" And then walked off a cliff because no, they didn't. That's really funny, actually. I kind of love that. That's kind of funny. That's the kind of trolling I can get behind. be too much longer on this one. Someone just dragged the one of the tracking missiles through the entire pack of people? I think they just did. That's funny. I always get those ones wrong. They're not a common mechanic, so I get why people struggle with them. Alright. Okay, that's what rescue's for, I guess. I think this was the pads? Another mechanic that people struggle with in this one. Oh no, this is these. Wheels. Alright, angles. Do we even see the pads anymore? I'm not sure we do. There used to be like meteor pads that would come down and you need people to stand on them, but I don't think we see those anymore. Sometimes we don't adjust. Ah, I see. I'm not sure where I see them today. Oh, there it is. Energy Barrage, I think is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this mechanic. Where the idea is you have to stand on these pads, but it just dies too quickly. Don't need any of these, I have what I want from this. Good glam though. Very good glam from this dungeon. Read. And now we get to go beat up a twink. They call me the Twink Puncher because I punch the twink. They don't call me the Twink Puncher. I don't know why I said that. He does somewhat deserve it. Alright. Everybody ready? Not quite. There's two people who are not. Let's do another ready check. One person not. Okay. Oh, there's one person in cutscene, I think. No, I can see one person's not on the bar. I think there's one person not in cutscene still. They're not visible on the hotbar, which means they're not actually here. It's the bard from Alliance A. Yeah, they just spawned into the area. I can see them on the map. Oh, well, okay then. Alright. This side. And then front or behind. I got a lot. I think I remember the first time I ran this, I really struggled to do mechanics that required me to read attack names. But it's definitely something I am very capable of doing now. Alright, undock. This one's not too hard. This used to be tough, but it's not too bad. Maybe over here? That's when I, 2 gears. I am in very much the wrong place. Fine. There's only one stack of them. Not a problem. I love this music, by the way. I think my Blackest Night was slightly too late, but that's fine. Swap to the left. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright, tanks. Want to take these out quickly? Now which one's gonna blow up? That one, okay. Nice. I managed to greed perfectly well. I love greed! This side? Oh, we got ads. Okay. This is my one. Alright. Oh, these are too close together. Why are they too close together? I didn't bring it too far. I didn't bring it far enough away, and that was my bad. I'm not doing a very good job tanking this. Alright, now we gotta get under the bubble. Do a little dance. get my black stand off in time. We did it! Raid complete. I don't need any of these things. I have everything from this raid. Wait, no, I want to pass on that. Sure. Alright. Poppy's factory over. How's my tome situation looking? 191, not even close to enough. Alright, let me... We have a BRB from the friendo there, so let me take a look at what the other options are. We got level cap dungeons, we can do trials, we can do normal raids, and we can do MSQ. I do wish I could get on to the character jumpy thingy without having the gate up, because I like doing little jumpy puzzles like that. I think it's fun. Wait, can you? Maybe you can. I didn't realize I could get up here. I didn't really try before. So where's the starting point? It's like over here? Oh, okay. I don't think... Wait, maybe? I don't think I can, but let's see. Can I jump on that balloon? Probably not. No. It's moving. I don't think I want to get up there. I want to get up there. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. I'll try jumping down from the top. I doubt I'll make it, but we can try. Oh yeah, no way. No way I'm making that, but I will give it a go. Wait! Oh no, there's a wall there! That's an invisible wall! I could have made it! Is that the place you get the platform in that one minigame? Yeah, but I want to do it outside of the minigame. I just want to be on there, having fun. Usually this lady lets you up there. But there's an invisible wall. Sad. My gear is a little bit on the weak side at the moment. My static is currently hold on. It's progging M6S. Which is a little infamous because of a certain Yan. I am really loving the fight, but it is very hectic. It is extremely chaotic. Which, you know, is about right for me. I love chaos. Alright. Yan, Yan, Yan. Alliance raids we just did. Let's do normal raids. So M6S has an extremely chaotic ad phase. Where you just have like 6 different... Oh! Hello. Speaking of M. I don't remember how to do this fight.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I don't remember how to do this. I've done this fight once. Mostly from what happens in M6S, which I die to raid wage damage I can't mitigate. There's a lot of raid wage damage in M6S, I'm not gonna lie.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Okay, I'm vaguely remembering this.
A stylish ovation, well done.
I mean, one hand survive, the first hit isn't mitigated, I just crumble from 100%. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a whole thing. It's a lot of raid white damage. But the mechanics are very fun. I do like them a lot. It's just not fun. That's a shame. I don't remember the mechanics. Oh, I see. I got it.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Randomly dying because someone forgot to I mean, I wouldn't want to do M6S. I would not want to do M6S in Party Finder. That would be horrifyingly difficult. And probably not a lot of fun either.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
God dang it, I got clipped. Ow! Just pop that to heal myself. I've only done this fight once, and I don't really remember it. I didn't really enjoy this tier in normal raids, so I just didn't do them.
Not bad, but we've scarcely begun.
Even my usual fight 6 people static. We usually rely on other folks mitigating what we don't, so we just die. Yeah, I can see that being really rough. Personally, I had a similarly negative experience with M5S. I just had a lot of problems with the the ping being awful, and it causing problems with like stuff hitting me when it really feels like it shouldn't have. And it was just not a very pleasant experience for me, unfortunately.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful!
I don't remember this fight at all.
Can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from?
Ow!
He's put the Colossus to the sword.
Is fine. Yes. They're very showy with those holes in the game engine. Yeah. I think the big problem with M5S that I had was that it was so rhythm based that it felt like they were trying to do something else with the something with the ping to try and mitigate the issues, and it just made them worse.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Hey, I lost my bomb stack. Yeah, I'm not really. I tend to find that it's usually the second set of it's usually the second set of raids that I tend to have a lot less good time with, and this is definitely the case here. It was the case in Shadowbringers as well. I just didn't really enjoy the second set of raids. And for the most part, that's kind of how I feel about this one. I don't really like these raids. Snapshotting has always been an issue, especially if it's unclear when any hit is going to happen. Yeah. But they made the snapshotting somehow worse in M5S. Like, it was so... It wasn't just unclear, it was inconsistent. Which is even worse. But I generally just don't really like this set of fights, I think. I think that's really my issue. I just don't like this set of fights. At least the normal versions. I don't know about the Savage one particularly. I don't like M5S. I really like M6S. For how chaotic it is. I just really don't like the normal versions. It's about the same, but there's always something going on. The rhythm set makes it more obvious. That's not true. That's the problem. So, okay, let me explain what my issue was with that. There is a mechanic in M5S where you have like a crosshatch pattern that skips in and out, right?
It's all over. Until
oh my
next
god.
time.
I've not gotten any. I thought I did. I guess I'll get a ring.
When you play with fire.
Fusion!
Everyone loves the Fae.
Oh, I got the glasses. Neat. Thank you so much for the 8 months, Fusion! And welcome in! We're just playing some FF14. But, yeah, what was I saying? M5S, there is a mechanic where you get like a square crosshatches and they alternate. So you've got like a chessboard type pattern and they alternate with little So it's not just the fact of getting hit by Funky Floor when I don't think I should. Funky Floor is the name of that mechanic. So the way that the mechanic normally works, the way mechanics normally work in this game is you get the orange marker that shows you when an AoE is going to happen, and when that disappears is when the attack snapshots. Exactly when during the fade it snapshots depends on your ping, but it's always when that attack fades off. I have been hit by Funky Floor, waiting for the fade to completely dissipate, stepping into it, and then getting hit by it. It is so jank. It's not consistent either. Because sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get hit before I move. It's very weird. Been a roller coaster these last few days? I bet. It's very weird. That's an adorable Lala, thank you. I'm very proud of my little Lalafell. She's very cute. She's actually the I've been playing this game since 2017, and this character is the character I made when I first created my character. I have never used a Fantasia despite having a bunch in my inventory somewhere. Where are they? There we go. I got 5 Fantasia in my inventory and I've never used one. Because my Lalafell is perfect. And she needs no changes. You just dumped off your who's currently an Endwalker? I should probably not be here then, because it's your next expansion. You're slowly catching up? Let me jump to an Endwalker location. Oh, you've seen this area? Okay, well, never mind. We're going to Old Charlian. We're at an Endwalker location now. It's all good. I don't need to be there anyway. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the second tier of raid sets, but I tend to not really enjoy them very much. I don't really like any of the fights in the current tier of the Arcadian. M6 is the only one I kind of like. About to do the 86-87 area of the quest line. I hope that explains where you are. Ooh, I'm very excited for you because that area is awesome. I hope you're having a fantastic time through the absolute roller coaster that is Endwalker. In case you it wasn't clear, I love Endwalker. Very, very much, and I'm glad you're going through it. I hope you're really enjoying it. It's probably my favorite expansion story-wise. I believe that's the second to last zone. You've been playing as a healer and you already had 6 deaths, 3 in 1 dungeon and 1 per dungeon trial before the 85 dungeon. Yeah, they step up the mechanics quite a bit in like late Shadowbringers, and then step them up again in Dawn Trail. So good luck with that. Yeah, story-wise, I love Endwalker. There is one quest in Endwalker that I don't like. And it's a bit infamous. You've already been through it, so don't worry. And it's a quest called In From the Cold. I have a few reasons why I don't like that. Nearly all my deaths to healer were DPS bar the one dungeon where I took yourself down. Understandable. There's a lot of fun stuff in Endwalker. I love the story of Endwalker. Quite a lot. It's a fantastic stuff. It's apparently the solo that's apparently super hard, but I did it first right. That is the solo duty. You just got the Historia chess piece, you like it? Awesome. So that is a pretty hard one. There's a couple of reasons why I don't like that one. One of which is my experience with it was not good for a few reasons. But I've also heard... So I have a friend who plays this game and is legally blind, right? Apparently that quest is basically impossible to complete without sight, despite the fact that most of the rest of the game is perfectly doable. Which is very unfortunate. There's a lot this game does to make it very playable, even if you can't see very well. The sound design is fantastic. Almost every mechanic in the game has a completely unique sound effect. Every class has unique sound effects for every ability. Surprised considering you wear glasses 24/7 and can't see well even with your glasses? Yeah, it's... I think from my understanding, they can basically not really see at all, except in like very, very vague shapes. And it's basically impossible to complete because if you can't see the barriers over where the edge of the area is, it's basically impossible to navigate. Probably book an eye test. That's probably a good idea. My experience personally was that it... I'm not going to go into details, but it personally hooked into quite a few of my past traumas. In the ways it handled some stuff, and I think it didn't need much to not do that. And that's why my personal experience with it was very uncomfortable, in a way that I think was not intended. I think the intention was for it to be a very uncomfortable quest. Like, you were not supposed to like doing that, but it personally hooked into some stuff that I didn't... that really kind of woke some of my traumas back up, and that wasn't a good experience. Thank you. Thank you for the hugs. I think it wouldn't need much of a tweak to make it not be like that, honestly, but it is what it is. Fortunately, the rest of Endwalker more than made up for it. It made me uncomfortable, it didn't hit near as hard as you? Yeah. I'll be honest, I added Trauma to my wall after that and made a joke after it because of what the solo did without spoilers. Honestly, fair. Totally fair. It actually, I didn't really have like a backstory or character for my Warrior of Light until after I finished Endwalker, and then I decided to actually try and piece together a little bit of a lore for it. Totally not related to my other favorite solo. This is Thancred. Yes, this is Thancred. I can't do his voice. That reminds me, this is funny, I did a playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles a couple of years ago. Because I got the definitive edition came out, and you got a new Dark Knight lamp? Cool, let me see, where are you? Let me see it. Ooh, that is a nice chest piece actually, I like that a lot. Honestly, loving Endwalker, I'm going to be sad to leave it for Dawn Trail. Yeah, I was quite sad to leave it. Personally, I don't like Dawn Trail very much. It's fine. It just has a lot of problems, and the writing feels a lot messier and weaker than previous expansions. It's not bad by any means, but especially coming off the back of Endwalker, it definitely felt like a step backwards, which is a shame. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to be all negative. I want to talk about Endwalker because I love it so much. It has some really good parts and some that are a mess. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I did a playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles. Your friend judges you for liking one character from Endwalker? I'm trying to think who that could be. There's plenty of characters in Endwalker that I like. I don't think who you've been to see already. I don't know exactly where you are in the story, but I might know who you mean. There's a few in the part of the story you're looking at. Elizim with white hair, tan skin. Oh, I think I know who you mean. Lothar appears you is still forming an opinion on the character. Fair enough. Look, so, yeah, like, I did a run of, we judge? We can judge a little bit. A little bit of judging is a treat. But yeah, like, I was doing a run of Xenoblade Chronicles because I got hold of the definitive edition a couple of years ago. And it struck me going through that game again, because, like, when they compared to someone like Asahi, though, yeah, fair. No, totally fair. I played Xenoblade Chronicles back on the Wii when it first released, and I had a great time with it, and I knew that a couple of the voice actors from Xenoblade Chronicles are also in this game. So, Tataru is one. Her voice actor is Fiora in Xenoblade Chronicles. And I also knew that Amaric was one. He voices, Elvis in Xenoblade Chronicles. But it hadn't really occurred to me just how many of the voice actors were in Xenoblade Chronicles. I didn't know Thancred's voice actor was in there, because Peter Bramhall's in it. He voices Egil in Xenoblade Chronicles. And then there's the voice actor for Urianger has a couple of roles in there. A lot of people. But I kind of love it. Your two favorites are Ascendant Ascian from Shadowbringers and Estinian. You are a lot of people, honestly. I still staunchly stand by that I am a Lalafell stan. Some of my favorite characters are Kryl and Tataru. I'm a Lalafell stan. I love my little potato people. Estinian being your favorite came from Final Fantasy 16. I've not played 16. Oh, that's right. Yeah. DSVA was in that. I did know that. I think the funniest thing was that Estinian's voice actor also did an ad campaign for Subway. And so, there's clips floating around where people have edited the voice of him doing the Subway ad. With Astidian, and it's wonderful. Your favorite Lala is Gia? Honestly, fully understandable. I love Gia. Gia is wonderful. So I'm just running around in circles while we yap. I should probably queue for something. Let's do trials. Let's queue for trials. I mean, dwarf. She best dwarf. Yeah, she is best dwarf. Let me switch to a healer, actually. I want a scholar. I haven't scholar for a while. Alright. If it's a spoiler try, you can dip out so we're just waiting for your friend to start T-Prog. Ooh, T-Prog is cool. I've not looked at T. I started progging through a little bit ago. But I didn't get very far with it because I didn't have a static for it, and trying to do it in Party Finder was hellish. I do want to go back to it though. Through was really fun. I was enjoying it a lot. You'd love to try Uwu. Uwu looks fun. I mainly wanted to do Through because it had lesbians in it. After you've done a Savage, yeah, I wouldn't jump straight to Ultimate. I mean, you gotta do Savage to unlock it anyway, even if you can unsync them, but I would definitely try, like, Savage and stuff. I love the Eden raids, same. Honestly, I'm gonna say it, E12S, even if I only did it unsynced, is a really fun fight. E12S is really good. I got my start on Savage in Endwalker. But my first completed tier was the first one at Dawn Trail. And that was the... Okay, hold on. M4S, the final fight in the first tier of Endwalker, the Savage version, is one of the best fights in the game. It's so much fun. And it's absolutely peak. There's a phase transition, and it rules so much. Unlike a lot of like Capstone Savage raids, it doesn't have a checkpoint. So a lot of Savages at the end of sets have a checkpoint. So you do the first part, you get to phase 2, and then if you die in phase 2, you just start phase 2 again. Doesn't have that, but it's better for it. It's really fast, it's really hectic, but it's all synced to the music, and it's so good. It's peak. It's absolutely peak. Honestly, Savage is really fun and a lot more approachable than I thought. I just kind of got a I joined a static that was looking for a DPS, because I main Bard usually, and I just kind of got in that way, and it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend, if you're gonna go in trying to go into Savage, I highly recommend getting a static together of people you know already and people you like, because it is a night and day experience raiding with people you don't like versus raiding with people you do. You'll eventually get there, for now you're focusing on story and unlocking content. No, totally fair, absolutely. There's no real reason to go into Savage if you're not caught up on content. You will have a much easier time if you're familiar with like the normal Savage. Like the usual path, right, is like, this is absolutely a spoiler boss. I'm sorry. This is absolutely a spoiler boss. Thank you. I hope your friend's T-Prog goes well. Whoops. I stood in the bad. Alright. I don't really remember this fight, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a hot minute, and I've only done it like twice. Oh, I've got a thingy. Hold on. There we go. That was simple enough. Alright, how does this work again? No, I really don't remember this at all. This is all feeling very new to me. Obviously I've done it before. I just don't remember it. Alright. Easy impact. There we go. That's the idea. Yeah, that works. We've got a lot better at, like, reading the mechanics on the fly, at least. Black hole. Have a bubble. I guess here? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. There's like an actual black hole. Okay. It kind of looks like a black hole. It's a little bit more purple than an actual black hole. Right, we gotta not destroy the rocks, I think. I think that's the idea here. Black hole again. Right, I see. Some fun up. I do love the, like, space-themed mechanics that this boss has. Like Black Hole and Big Crunch. It's neat. Alright. I don't really remember what happens now. Nostalgia? I guess being hit by nostalgia is a problem. Oh, I see. Okay. Safe? Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is a lot easier than I remember, I'm not gonna lie. I remember this being really hectic. And it is a little hectic, but it's not nearly as bad as I remember. That was fun. That was fun. That was a fun fight. I like that one. You did tank, you did! Don't need this. I can desynth it. It's a pretty good fight. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a pretty good one. Want another party member? If you want to join, you're more than welcome. I do not mind. If you wish to join, just come and poke me, I guess. I think we just have... I think we just have, like, level cap and MSQ left. Yeah, I'm saving MSQ for last because I don't like MSQ. It's boring. Alright, what are we looking at? 236, that's not terrible. I need to get more tomes. My gear is lacking. I'm feeling like playing Astrologian. Play Astrologian match. Or Astrologian, whichever you say. Alright. Apparently, internally, Earthly Star is considered a pet. Which I find very funny. Yeah, if you want to join, just come and poke me so I know who your character is. I do like this Astrologian globe. Aha! Think this may be a friendo. This is you. If this is you, just give me some indication, and I will. Okay, that seems reasonable. I will invite. I just want to make sure I get the right person. There we go. Excellent. All right, we got capstone dungeons to do. I do like your Lalafell, by the way. It's very cute. I like the kind of like artificial look. Let's see, what are those goggles? Oh, machinist goggles. Fair enough. This I find it amusing because your Lalafell looks very similar to looks very much like my D&D character. How she's supposed to look. She has blue hair, though. Yeah, her name is Migraine. Me for short. Of course it'd be this dungeon. Of course it would be. Wait, I'm not the tank. I need to remember I'm not the tank. I also realized I don't actually remember which card is which anymore. I knew this was going to be a problem when they changed how the cards worked. I don't remember which is which. I have a big problem with memory. I struggle to remember things, and I don't remember what happened there. Tabbed out for some reason. Okay. I struggle to remember stuff, so I'm really struggling to remember like what the cards are and how they work. It's like, back when they made the change at first, I made an effort to memorize them, but now I don't remember. It's been a minute since I played it. This could be a problem, honestly. Yeah, I am struggling to remember how Astrologian works, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't like this boss fight, so this is gonna be a thing. This is one of my least favorite boss fights in the game. I'll not get headed. In this game, we don't want to get head. Dang it! I hate this fight! I hate this fight! I hate this fight so much! I'm gonna die! I genuinely really don't like this fight. I don't like being Noggin. No, I really don't like this fight at all. It's just not fun. Like, the rest of them are whatever, this one's just really not fun. It doesn't help that the snapshots for those are really strange. Okay. Alright. I don't know why this dungeon bothers me so much. I just really don't like this one. That first boss is probably why, honestly. But this, like, I don't enjoy a lot of this dungeon, but I think that first boss is really the reason why I don't like it. I don't know. Regen, give you a shield, then we do another regen, I guess. I missed when Astrologian had like the 2 stances. I think I genuinely missed that. I think that was a cooler concept. I understand why they changed it, because the idea was that you had like 1 shield healer, 1 pure healer, and then you had 1 that could be either. Then they added a 4th healer, so they just made Astrologian the other pure healer and Sage the other shield healer. Like, I understand it, but I still miss it. Right, Ghost. Show me what you got, Ghost. I used to not be able to do this one. I used to really struggle with it. I kind of got a tactic for it now. And it helped knowing that the ghosts always go in perfectly opposite hubs. And they always stay perfectly opposite. I think. I've lost track of one of them. I think over here is safe. Not quite, okay. Wow, I'm struggling more than usual with this, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this one. Balloon! I feel like you can get this as a mount. Just the balloons. Alright. Not the person I wanted to put that on, but I'm waiting. Okay. Right, this one's pretty tough, I still remember for healers. Because these things do a lot of damage. What I can do actually is when they start doing the slappies, I can put down macrocosmos. Like this. Yeah, I think that was a sensible thing to do. Yeah, that worked. I don't need these. I don't need these. Like here? Alright. Okay. I like that these like markers just don't mean anything. Because either you're in the right thing, in the right mode and you take no damage, or insta kills you. So it doesn't matter if they overlap. Wow, this is quite heavy on the healing actually. It's not heavy bleed. Alright. Almost messed up there. I think we're good though. There we go. Heck yeah. I'm gonna repair this stuff. Alright. I believe the only roulette I have left that I need to do is MSQ. And I understand that MSQ is incredibly dull. So if anyone wants to dip out for MSQ, you're more than welcome. White mage. Otherwise, I will queue us into it. Give us like 20 seconds. You need tomes as well? Fair enough. Time for Snoozetorium? Yeah. Alright, I think we're all good. You did throw away the last of the relic items you needed. That was just true. I forgot about that. Honestly, I could get another weapon from that. Wait a second. The free company buffs dropped. Where free company again? There it is. There we go. Quite sleepy. It's a sleepy kind of day today. I don't know why, it's just been so sleepy. Alright, what are we doing? Snoozetorium it is! Sorry, I accidentally tapped out. And I had to fix it. Come on, Sid, let us in. Let us in, Sid. Oh my god. Cutscenes. I still do wish that if everyone had been through this before, or if you could like vote to skip anyway. I really thought I just jumped over the lock there. Did they speed up the cost of tolling? When did they do that? I mean, I think they did. I don't remember. Feels faster than I'm used to. I haven't really been playing this game very much lately. Especially not on all classes. I've mostly been playing Bard because I've mostly been doing Savage. Alright. Rush the regen. Oh yeah, stuff just does like no damage in this dungeon, I remember. Last Magitek Reaper down. Here we go. In some ways I do kind of miss the old Praetorium. But in other ways I really, really don't. It was a slog. It had some cool moments, but it was a real slog. Alright, more cutscenes. You have 2 buttons to press during pulls? 2? Look, same. It's literally presence of mind and holy. And that's it. Maybe regen on occasion. You just don't get much at level 50. It's compared to like the amount of stuff you're doing at level 100, level 50 is just not very much. It's fine. I kind of get it. A lot of classes feel very incomplete. It is getting hard actually to see like what they're gonna add to various classes because they're very saturated right now for the most part. Like, how are they gonna change classes in the next expansion to like have more class growth? Like, you can always just update potencies, but that seems kind of boring. I can see 2 options for Bard that could be interesting, but most classes I don't really see any real options. What Bard really needs is it needs a second Imperial Arrow. Because Bard's whole rotation at level 100 is babysitting Imperial Arrow. It's a very difficult class to play, honestly, because it's very unforgiving. I think they said they plan to do something different with levels from now on. I mean, that does make sense. But also, I doubt they're gonna just stop changing classes once you hit max level. I think there's gonna be some... I'm hoping there's gonna be something a little more interesting than that. Maybe it'll just be every now and then you'll get like a potency upgrade. That would be disappointing, I think. I would like to see a second Imperial Arrow on Bard. Or maybe even give them Bane from old Summoner. That would be awesome. Let them spread their dots. Hair on my face. Could be cool if you get like different skill trees or something to choose from. Basically, you have different playsets and stuff. I could see that, but I think that's unlikely for a couple of reasons. For one, it'll rehash the issue with they had with cross-class skills, where like one is just inherently better than others, and there'll be some options which are necessary to pick. Could be because they're just better than the other options. The other problem with it is balance. Like, having to balance not just 30 odd classes, but like each variant of that. I don't think it's realistic, unfortunately. It would be cool. You're right, but you can hope. Yeah. I think most realistically what will probably happen is they'll probably just stick to like vague upgrades of various skills rather than actual like changing stuff over. Alternatively, one option they might be able to do, which would be kind of interesting. Actually, now I'm thinking about it more. I'm not sure this is the right way to go, but it would be certainly interesting in some ways. What if I am healing? Just doing it slowly. Wouldn't it be interesting? Okay, wouldn't it be interesting if you could opt once you hit level 100 and like get into the next stuff? What if you could opt to do like a prestige class, which resets your level curve, but allows you to continue raising your stats? So like, you could get to level 150, but you'd only have level 50, you'd only have up to level 50's abilities for that class. That could be interesting. And then once you get to like level 200, you have your full level 100 kit again, but your stats are higher. So like you're never forced to do it, but it would allow you to just be a little bit stronger by taking that temporary penalty. Like, I don't think that's what they're gonna do, and I think that would have so many problems, because you'd end up with like savage parties going, unless you're level 500, don't join this party kind of thing. But I still think it could be interesting. Something like that could be an interesting idea. I do like the idea of having like skills you would choose as you level up, like skill upgrades. I just think it would be a very difficult one to balance. Okay, cutscene. I think if they can pull it off and actually have like class variants that you can tweak to how you like them. If they could pull it off in a way that's balanced. You did almost die? No, it's all good. I was a little distracted, I won't lie. I did heal though. I just was a little distracted. But yeah, if they could pull off something like that that lets you choose your options, I think that'd be very cool. I'd love to see it. Because like, I would love to see like a variant of Bard that has like Rip Robo Friend? Yeah. Sad. I would love to see a variant of Bard that has multiple Imperial arrows and like maybe has some song tweaks. That kind of thing. Like, I would love to see that. Because like just having 2 Imperial arrows on Bard would be it would make such a difference. Because it wouldn't actually change how the class is played at all. You would still play it in exactly the same way, using Imperial Arrow whenever it's available. The difference is that you could let the cooldown overlap, which means it's less stingy on keeping that cooldown from. Hey, Asper, you drop planets on the enemy. We can see. I can see that happening. I'm still kind of mad that they gave a gap closer to one of the shield healers, Sage, and one of the pure healers, White Mage. I'm still mad they didn't give the gap closer to Astrologian and have you ride a comet. Wouldn't that have been so cool? Alright, now I have to deal with the most divorced man in the world. Who isn't Graham Linehan, of course. You can already surf on the giant card. You just have to play inordinate amounts of Triple Triad. I should actually at some point go through Shadowbringers and actually get the last few cards I need for that. I'm missing like 15 cards or something like that. I've got most of them. Nero isn't asked, but you take him over Linehan any day? I mean, true. Correct. But it's a correct opinion. Look, Nero may be a dick, but at least he's not a gammon. He does talk too much, though. He needs to stop. Oh god, could you imagine if Nero had access to Twitter? Imagine what it'd be like if Nero was on Twitter. He'd just be he'd just be subtweeting his husband every day. Like, every 5 minutes you'd get some kind of subtweet about Sid. And it would be obvious to everyone exactly who he was talking about, but he'd think he was really subtle about it. He wouldn't just be petty subtweet. Yeah, Nero would be just the world's worst subtweeter. He would just be constantly subtweeting about his boyfriend. He'd also pay for bot likes. He'd pay for botted likes. And he would refuse to switch to Blue Sky. It's just what he's like. I.e. the worst. He sucks. But we can all be thankful that in this reality, Nero does not have access to Twitter. Because that would be a terrible world. Instead, he just builds robots for a fascist army, I guess. Oh my god, he's Elon Musk. I didn't need to get the wall on my side to be the best match decorator ever. You're right. He's better than Musk because he decided to stop being a fascist? True, you're not wrong. Alright. Let's beat up a man with a big hammer. By which I mean the man has a hammer, we're not hitting him with the hammer. We should hit him with the hammer. Nero, how do you feel about being hit in the face with a giant hammer? I know you're currently holding the hammer, but I could change that. Alright. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, we gotta deal with the hands now. This is simple enough. The death pause. He's already halfway done. Wow, he really is. He really isn't very strong, is he? I just forget just how. All the bosses in this dungeon are made of tissue paper. Go through this cutscene again. So lately I have definitely been falling down the rabbit hole of the horse racing game. I have gone very deep down that rabbit hole. They lowered the HP on a lot of them? Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I've been going very hard on the horse racing game lately. It's a lot of fun. But it is still a gacha game, and it's not exactly a forgiving one, unfortunately. But it is the actual gameplay loop is a lot of fun, which is unfortunate. Because it's basically a roguelike, right? You basically just have like holds in the gacha. Hey, no, please, you shouldn't. I do not like gacha. I think gacha is a blight on the game industry, and it's unfortunate that so many good games are locked behind the gacha. Because, like, fundamentally, it's effectively like a roguelike, right? You do a run, you build up your stats, and then at the end you get a thing you can use to make your next runs better. That's basically the idea, and slowly you get better and better runs, and you get better and better at it. And that's the idea. Unfortunately, it's just also that you need to have gacha stuff involved, which is unfortunate. You've gone off on gacha stuff on your streams before? That's true, you have. I think gacha is a blight on the game industry, unfortunately. I used to think it was possible to do an ethical gacha, and I'm not sure I do believe that anymore. I think it was once, but it's probably not anymore. And the main reason I think it's not possible is because in order for a quote-unquote ethical gacha to exist, it would fundamentally have to make less money for the people running it than just having a shop. Otherwise, it is unethical. Because the only way gacha can be ethical, in my view, is if you fundamentally have it set up as a shop that you can gacha your way into getting stuff cheaper. Basically. It wouldn't be a gacha at that point? Basically, yeah. So the idea I have was like, so gachas kind of have this system involved already, but it's basically a balance factor. The way gachas tend to work is you get some points every time you pull from the gacha. And after you get a certain number of points, you can just buy what you want. It's the pity pull, right? Like you pull enough times and then you can just get what you want. But I think in order for a gacha to be ethical, the number of pulls you need for the pity pull on anything needs to be relatively small, to the point that you could have just put that as this thing you could just buy for a fairly cheap price. Like, let's say like it's a... That takes so long most of the time, might as well be impossible. Yes, exactly, which is why it's not ethical. The point I'm making is that in order for that to be ethical, it would need to have you need to consider the total cost of every gacha pull used to get that pity pull. So, if the total cost is less than or equal to the amount you would just sell it in a shop for, so like for a single decent card it would be like $1, then that is how you keep it ethical. But the problem there is that you might as well just sell it in a shop then, because you're gonna get more. You're gonna get more money that way. So there's never any financial incentive, and because we live under the hellscape that is capitalism, no one will ever do that. And if we didn't live under the hellscape that is capitalism, no one would be selling this stuff anyway, so it's moot. Which is why I don't think it's possible anymore. I used to be naive. I used to believe that capitalism could produce ethical practices. I was a fool and a child. I am no longer a foolish child. Down with capitalism. That's what I say.
Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
And I'm not just salty just because I couldn't pull Peter-san Black in the horse game.
Must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through.
And yeah, there is a direct line of reasoning. I got unlucky with the gacha pulls, and therefore we must destroy capitalism. You're still a fool, but not on that count? Okay. Call me out, why don't you? What extra Gaius is. I've forgotten his voice actor's name. Richard Epcar, that's the one. I actually really like Richard Epcar's performance here. I know it's memed a lot, but I kind of do love it. It's very over the top, but that's kind of who Gaius' character is.
one true.
He magically turns his armor gold. Of course he's over the top.
Come, champion.
I don't actually think that Aroma Reborn's voice acting is necessarily bad.
Your defeat shall
I don't
serve
think
as
it's bad. It's just not outstanding. And it's happened a lot
your realm.
that a lot of the voice actors are trying very hard to do a British accent, and that's hampering their ability to act, I think, a lot of the time. Which is a shame. It suffers a little from voice direction issues. And I know a lot of the voice actors involved in Aroma Reborn are incredibly talented. They're incredibly talented. It's no shade on them at all. I do think the changes made in Heavensward were for the better, ultimately. But I don't actually dislike the Aroma Reborn voice acting. It's a different approach, and it's definitely not the standout results that you get from Heavensward onwards. But I don't think it's necessarily bad. Just different. Let the regen handle that. The music in this fight always reminds me of a specific composer who has done a lot of RPG music. In fact, sounds a lot like the style of Motoi Sakuraba. Obviously it's not, but I do wonder if it was inspired by some of his work. It's particularly the way the violin sounds in this music. Motoi Sakuraba did a lot of like, look, you've heard Sakuraba's music before, you know what I'm talking about. Motoi Sakuraba did a lot of soundtracks for RPGs in the mid-2000s. Did I just frame perfect heal that Tank Buster? I think I just frame perfect healed that Tank Buster. That's kind of amazing. But yeah, Motoi Sakuraba did a lot of JRPG soundtracks in the mid-2000s. He's also well known for doing the soundtrack for Dark Souls, of all things. But he has a specific style he goes for whenever he brings in solo violin, which he does a lot, and that is very much similar to his style of music. The way it does that violin solo there. I just think it's neat. Alright, now he dies. And now we kill him. He dead. Wait. I forgot I'm not level 100 on White Mage. I just wasted my MSQ roulette. I'm a fool. Whoops! I forgot I wasn't level 100 on White Mage. Oh well. Oh well. Whoops. Alright. Oh well. I'll get more tomes. That I think is all my roulette. Give your hands a rest? No worries. I was about to wrap up anyway. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Alright. let me head over to chatting because we've done our roulettes and I'm also a little tired, so I'm gonna just go back to the chatting screen here. That was a lot of fun. I do love chilling in this game with folks. And I appreciate people coming out and helping out. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I'm gonna find someone to... Don't steal my blow high. I'm gonna find someone to raid into. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some art stuffs. If I can. And we're gonna be doing some art stuffs. And on Friday, we are doing our first anime watch in the Discord. So if you want to join in watching an extremely gay anime, please do join the Discord and join us. Because it's going to be very fun. Let me just quickly get the Discord link. Do join us. We're going to be watching the first 3 episodes of Symphogear. It's a very fun show and very, very gay. And I'm looking forward to it. But yes, tomorrow is art stuff, and that is on, and the watch party is on Friday on Discord. So allow me to find someone to raid into, see who is online, who is doing their things. Let me see. We got a few cool folks. Well, oh, there's a lot of folks online, huh? Alright, let me see. I haven't raided Blanky for a while. Let's go raid Blanky. Blanky's also playing FF14, so it seems appropriate. Alright. Everyone be good. Everyone be good and say hi to Blanky. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you for joining me, everybody. This has been a very fun day, even if I have been very tired and not at my best. I got some good tomes done, and even got a few Moogle tomes on the way. I need to get some food as well. But I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.